Now, the Nigerian Senate has confirmed Dr. Kingsley Tochukwu Ude, a senior advocate of Nigeria's son from Enugu State, as the Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. His confirmation followed a successful screening at the Senate chamber, where he answered questions from the lawmakers. The report.
Dr. Ude was introduced to the Senate by the Special Advisor to the President on National Assembly Senate matters. During the session, senators asked Ude how he would handle responsibilities if assigned to a ministry outside his core legal field.
Attorney General of the Federation and Attorney General of the Federal Government of Nigeria. Because the same glamour also goes to the office of Accountant General of the Federation and Accountant General for the Federal Government of Nigeria. People believe that the two should be separated. So that's I think those are very germane questions.
He's done exemplarily well. He has a great record, a very fantastic track record. But I have seen that your focus has been in the legal arena. You have done and risen to the peak of your career being a senior advocate of Nigeria at a relatively young age. I want to ask you this. Having a background that is deeply rooted in the legal aspect, how do you see yourself contributing to the cabinet of Mr. President, and what portfolio you think you would be best suited for?
While responding to questions from lawmakers, Ude pledged to serve the nation with commitment and integrity if sworn in as a member of the Federal Executive Council, FEC.
That I've served in the office of the Attorney General Commissioner for Justice with integrity, with the fear of God, predictably, and performing, knowing that justice is a matter that is divine. In handling it, one must fear God, and one must remember that if justice is miscarried, it can affect, deeper than the particular case that is before that particular office. So, if you're a good lawyer, you should be able to fit in to any job description and do well, because there's law of every walk of life. But beyond that, beyond my strong background in law, I have very strong background in research and academics.
After the screening, Senate President Godswill Akpabio put the nomination to a voice vote, which was unanimously approved by the lawmakers. Akpabio praised the nominees, describing him as a capable and well-rounded professional.
The nomination of Dr. Kingsley Tochukwu Ude, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, is hereby confirmed as a Minister of the Government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Let me thank Mr. President for the nomination of Dr. Kingsley Tochukwu Ude, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. He appears to be a fit and proper person, highly educated and very cerebral, to work as a Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
His confirmation restores Enugu State's representation in the Federal Executive Council as a replacement for Uche Naji, who recently resigned as Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology over alleged certificate forgery.
Now, in another development, the chairman of the Senate Committee on Finance, Senator Musa Sani, has declared that Nigeria is open and ready for business following the series of economic reforms implemented by President Bola Tinubu. Speaking on Wednesday at the EU-Africa Dialogue on Financing Africa's Investment Gap, held during the Africa Governance Forum at the University of Oxford, United Kingdom, Musa urged international partners to prioritize local investment and the packaging of bankable projects capable of driving sustainable growth. He noted that the current administration's policies had laid a strong foundation for economic recovery and investor confidence, stressing that collaborations between Africa and Europe must focus on mutual beneficial, development-oriented partnership.
Recently, we were at the World Bank, and we questioned, why is it that when you see a development, you have targeted those developing countries, especially Africa, where you're saying, okay, you project about $400 million, $400 million, not $400 billion, $400 million to provide power, energy to Africa. And to my belief, I know that there's African countries that will be able to tap their resources, harness their resources, exploit them, and be able to put $400 million on the table to energize, to power their own country. Nigeria is a test case. I mean, it's an example of doing it. We can do it. So many other African countries can do the same. But where is the startup capital? How do we prepare ourselves in getting those startup capital? So our project feasibility, our project concepts all need to be redesigned. We need to work seriously towards getting them right. And how do we do it? Reforms sometimes are very difficult, but we must bring in reforms